Aloha and welcome to part 3 of Mega Man X7. We are going to take on the first Maverick in the Deep Forest, Soldier Stonekong. For some reason, Alia tells us that we can choose team members, but here's the biggest downfall of X7, folks. Mega Man X, the main fucking character, is not playable yet. Can you fucking believe that? This is Mega Man X7. It's not Axel 7, it's not Zero 7, it's Mega Man X7. And you have to unlock Mega Man X. So basically, there's two ways you can unlock X. You can defeat all 8 Mavericks and then he'll come and get you and come and join the team. I'm not kidding. Or, if you do something else before that, you have to rescue 64 Reploids. Yes, the Reploids are back just like they are in Mega Man X6. Before I go on, though, I should mention that I just used Axel's copy ability to turn into the stone golem robot who throws the boulders. The ability wastes until the bar at the top drains, and then you turn back into Axel. And you can't switch out of it unless the bar drains itself, you know? You can't just switch out of it immediately when you want, which is kind of annoying, but oh well. I find most of the things that Axel can transform into, and the only things that Axel can transform into are robots his size, you know, his type of build, his type of slim body type. He can't turn into a hornet, he can't turn into monkeys, he can't turn into a giant fucking elephant guy. You know, if there's a robot who's as big as Axel, chances are you can turn into that guy. But yeah, once again, the Reploids are back, just like they were in X6. You have to save them in order to find all kinds of different power-ups and upgrades and abilities. So yay! And what's actually worse about X7 than as opposed to X6 was, in X6, the nightmare creatures were the only ones that could destroy the Reploids. In X7, anything can kill a Reploid. The boulder could, a hornet could, anything could kill a Reploid if it's a bad guy. And if that Reploid is killed, guess what? You can't save him again. He's gone for good. He's gone for the rest of the game. So do your best to save every Reploid you can, because you want the heart tanks / upgrades that are going to make this game so much easier. But yeah, this is the 2D aspect of X7. I don't mind the 2D stuff, even though it still feels kind of slow and not as fluid as the past X games have. You'll notice there's a lock-on feature now with the ranged characters X and Axel. X we won't see for a while. Once again, I think I mentioned this. You need to save 64 Reploids, and then X will join the party. So we're not going to be seeing X for a while until we save 64 Reploids. Why would you not make X, the main character of the game, available from the start? I don't get the logic. There's a heart tank. As you know, heart tanks in the X series increase your health bar, and since there are 3 characters, you better decide wisely which character picks it up, because it'll only increase that character's health bar and nobody else. I know that's kinda lame, but that's the way X7 rolls. But again, in getting back to it, why the main character, Mega Man X, why do you have to wait to get him? Why is he not available from the start? I don't get it. It's probably because they overpowered X so much that he makes Axel a useless character by comparison. Seriously, as soon as you get X, I'm going to be ditching Axel and never using him again. And I know people are going to be complaining about that, but fuck you. X is a much better character than Axel in terms of gameplay. Axel has his moments in X8, which I finally started playing not too long ago. So X8 will come soon too, haha! But yeah. The ranged characters have a lock-on feature which makes killing these robots pretty easy. You can switch targets with the R2 button. And sometimes that matters. Most of the time you just want to shoot anything that's in your way. The duck feature returns. It's great for dodging the boulders. And seriously, Axel gives me carpal tunnel. It hurts. It hurts mashing that fucking fire button. It's also kind of annoying as well, because sometimes I find his glide feature does not work when I want it to. I just died in that pit right there because it didn't go off for me. That's a Dr. Light capsule, and they're back. But here's the stupid thing. In X5, X6, Zero could find a Dr. Light capsule and still give the part to X. And I like that a lot. In X7, no, you have to be X. So we'll have to come back when we actually get X again to find that Dr. Light capsule. It's there, you know. It's just this one nitpick I have that... Come on, I want to be anybody to find that capsule. I don't want to have to come back just for that one capsule.
Ready?
I cut out a big load time. Just thought you should know. This mini-boss, you have to destroy... You have to shoot all the stone heads, and when a stone head is shot... When the stone head is shot enough, it will turn from a dark black to a lighter shade. And when all of the heads are lighter shaded, then the mini-boss fight is over. They just basically shoot boulders at you, and it is fairly easy to dodge, even though I keep getting hit somehow because I'm an idiot. It's better to be shooting left, because that way they're flying towards you and not away from you, which is something I didn't clue into until much later. But yeah. As for Zero, he has a pretty hard time fighting these guys, because unless you feel like jumping and slashing, which involves getting very close to them and almost getting hit by them, I don't think you want to jump into them too much. I don't know. Just a suggestion. But you'll know they're all dead when they start falling backwards. But anyway, folks, that's the level. Now we're at the Maverick.
Great and wise Stonekong. How could you, of all people, do such a thing?
We have already strayed from the path. Now, all we can do is stay true to our beliefs, wherever they might lead us.
What Red Alert is doing is wrong!
I know that. Both you and I know they are being manipulated. I fight for loyalty. Ready yourself.
Soldier Stonekong's strategy is very predictable. Right from the get-go, he charges at you, and I find sometimes it's really hard to dodge that attack. Just saying, sometimes that one attack always hits me. I was lucky to dodge it when I was doing the LP. He shoots boulders, and they try and run into each... I mean, they seem to be flying towards each other, but as soon as they're almost touching each other, they explode, and that's really all you have to do, is stand in between where the rocks are ending up, and you won't get damaged at all. There's fire and pits, so you don't want to fall into those. They aren't one-hit kills, but they will damage you regardless, as you see right there. And basically, you just want to keep... Oh, and then he has that move where he shoots his shield at you, but it's so easy to predict because he goes, "Try and dodge this!" And when you hear "try and dodge this," you know when to jump, and it's so fucking slow, and, you know... Soldier Stonekong is, quite frankly, the easiest Maverick in the game. I don't find this guy hard to fight at all. The thing that makes him kinda dangerous, he's predictable and easy, but he's so fucking strong. He can drain your health pretty quickly. But I find because he's so predictable, he's easy not to get hit by, so it doesn't really matter. Again, if one of your characters dies, you have to restart the whole thing over again. But you can switch out to Zero or Axel on the fly, and they both have their own individual health bars. So if you feel Axel is about to die, switch out Zero, because then you don't die, and then you don't have to restart the boss fight. It's different in X8. In X8, they actually make it so that if your character dies, the fight goes on and the other character's by himself. But in X7, if one guy dies, that's it. Both of you die. So you gotta make sure you're watching your health and know when to switch out. And as for this fight, since the lock-on feature just makes shooting Stonekong so easy, and the shield is so easy to dodge, and the rocks are so easy to not get hit by, and the fire is easy to jump over, I'm just saying that this guy's pretty fucking easy, and the only real annoying part of it is that when you start the game, you're Axel, and it is carpal tunnel. You know, this killed my thumb when I was recording this LP. I was fucking hurting already from shooting all the hornets and shit, and then I get to Stonekong, and my thumb is just tearing, it's breaking off. I can't believe how much I have to mash this button. You can't just hold it and he rapid fires, oh no. You have to fucking keep mashing the button and then he dies. That's the first time I killed him as he jumped into the tower, which I thought was perfect. I was like, yes, I got that in the LP, haha! So that's Soldier Stonekong. As always, the three characters will get a special ability from the Mavericks, and only the person who killed the Maverick gets to see what his ability is. Axel creates a shield out of his ray gun, the Gaia shield, and it's really a shield. Doesn't get more basic than that. Zero gets a nice standing guard thing so that he can guard himself from certain attacks. And X, I believe, shoots boulders? Maybe? I can't remember. I really wish they showed all 3 animations, honestly. And Christ, Alia explains a lot now, but luckily she'll shut up for the rest of the game. I just hate when you start the game off, she has to explain everything, and I mean fucking everything, including how to move the cursor and push X on things. Really, Alia, really? I didn't know that. The Reploids with green, they just give you health, I believe. There's a 1-up Isaac there. Isaac gave me a 1-up when I saved him. Dave, he is the orange Reploid, and the orange Reploids are the ones you want to save because they give you upgrades, which you can use to increase your character's abilities. I made Zero's power, all the way at the top there. I made his attack power go up by 30%, which is going to help a lot. Anyway, folks, see you in part 4.